From the Opupco Studios in Oklahoma City, this is an OSU update. I'm Jenny Carlson. There's been a lot of talk about Oklahoma State quarterbacks in the past year. Why not talk about it some more? Gina Mizell joins us on the phone. And Gina, this is a guy that we haven't been talking about. All the talk has been about Wes Lunt, J.W. Walsh, and back in the spring, even Clint Shelf was involved in this. Here's a fourth guy, Jase Chilcoat, a guy that isn't probably known to a lot of people, but he's now on the football team. How did that happen?
Well, it is a crazy story. He used to be a walk-on. He's from Midwest City, so he's kind of a local guy. And yeah, he was a walk-on quarterback on the team for 3 years. And then his senior year, he was fourth string, fifth string, running the scout team. Kind of decided that he, just wanted to focus on school and graduate. And he's actually a sports media major, so kind of wants to do what you and I are sitting here doing right now. And just kind of wanted to focus on his schoolwork and his career ultimately. And with the quarterback situation at OSU right now, they have had 5 quarterbacks on the roster, but 2 of them, Dax Garman is a transfer from Arizona, and Cody Peterson is a junior college transfer who, for another reason, is ineligible. And so you kind of want to have 3 quarterbacks. So when Wes Lunt gets hurt, J.W. Walsh is your starter, Clint Shelf is your second teamer, and you essentially don't have a 13 quarterback. So Todd Monken, called Jase Chilcoat up and said, hey, do you still know this offense? Do you still have kind of a hang of things? And he said, yeah, and they actually even put him on scholarship, which will help their APR a little bit. And so it's a good deal, for them that they were kind of able to yank him out of the sports media classroom, I guess you could say.
Well, it's funny because after that game that Wes Lunt was injured, Todd Monken was talking about Jase Chilcoat in the post game, and I think a lot of people thought he might be joking. He said we might have to call the frat house and find him. Turns out Jase Chilcoat wasn't even that far away. Where was he that game?
He was in the press box, or the radio booth, I guess you could say. He's in Dave Hunziker, the voice of the Cowboys, teaches a sports announcing class at Oklahoma State, and Chase was in that class. And so for part of one of their assignments, they were essentially calling the Louisiana Lafayette game, and so he called Wes Lunt's injury. He was out there doing the play-by-play analysis of the game. So really, Jase Chilcoat was probably a couple windows down from Todd Monken at that point. So, again, just a crazy story. Is this guy ever going to see a snap or take a snap? No, but just his journey from being a walk-on to being a student. I talked to him earlier this week, and he was saying how, for the Savannah State game, that was his first game in the student section, and so I was teaching him how to do the cheers and just kind of what to do and that sort of thing. So going from the field up into the stands being a normal student and now back onto the field, it's a pretty wild story, and he said even if he never takes a snap, it'll be worth it just to, be a part of this program again, to be around the guys, and he kind of knows it's just for the rest of the season, and he's getting some of his school or all of the school really paid for, and so again, it worked out for both parties, and just kind of a funny story and a cool story about a guy that we probably won't hear about on the field, but still kind of a neat situation and kind of a crazy journey that just happened to him.
He gets to live out a bit of a dream, and Gina, thanks for sharing his story. Be sure to stay with the best coverage team anywhere at newsok.com and every day in the Oklahoman.